What's going on, world? Welcome back to another episode of the Cloud Chronicles, your favorite new podcast, the People's Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Blaze. I got a special guest. Special guest. I'm gonna allow her to introduce herself. She goes by Queen Talks Nimley. I'm gonna have her introduce herself and what she does. But I want everyone out there watching right now, to give it up, put your hands together, as Steve Harvey would say. Show your love for Queen Talks Nimley.
What's up, everyone?
What's going on?
Queen Talks. So I'm a comedian, and I'm so happy to have y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're about to get it.
Yeah. Okay. So tell them you're a comedian.
Yes.
So how long you been doing comedy and everything?
So I've been doing comedy for about 4 months, but I've been funny all my life.
Right.
I just kind of started taking it seriously.
Right. That's good. You most comedians, you've been having people tell you your whole life you should do comedy, huh?
All my life.
Yeah, you finally it's best time to start was during this pandemic. That's why I kicked my show off.
Exactly. Thanks to quarantine.
Right. Way to find something take something positive out of the quarantine.
Exactly.
That's right. So tell me, so who are some of your comedic inspirations? Like who were you watching at the crib and you was like, yeah, I want to do this? What made you say I want to do this?
So I definitely have to say Monique.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to definitely say Richard Pryor. Lunel.
Goat. I love Lunel.
Love
Lunel.
And goodness, there are so many. Kevin Hart, Mike Epps. I'm trying to think of who else because I don't want to forget nobody. But
it's all right.
It's a gang of them. Especially Queen Latifah. She's not a comedian like that, but I grew up watching Living Single, and she's a big reason why I was so confident.
Right. She's always been that kind of role model for the girls. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up watching Queen Latifah too. I've been watching her my whole life too, so I know what you mean.
Yeah.
She's always a very positive rep. Like if I was a girl, like she'd have been my hero. You know,
Shiro, for real. She was my Shiro. Her and Monique made me feel comfortable in being a plus size woman and being funny and beautiful.
Right, that empowerment. Okay, so where were you usually like performing at?
So
before the world kind of got put on pause, so to speak.
So I was performing at a lot of open mics, from hyenas to different lounges. And it's really crazy in the comedic world because we'll tend to have like our own little groups where we're like, okay, you can hit the stage here. So it was just various stages. But I also was working at a lounge in Arlington, and that's where I first started doing my own shows.
Right, that's where I'm from. Which one? Unless you don't want to say.
Oh no, it's totally fine. It's called Fouché's. It's off of Barden Road. It's a Black-owned lounge, and that's where I really got, I would say, my start at really performing my own shows.
Right, shout out to Fouché's.
Shout out.
That's right. So how has this pandemic been affecting like your the comedy? I mean, because like you said, you just kind of started in it and you can't really be on the stage, getting them what they call it, the routines in them runs.
Yeah, the set. Can't get my sets out, right?
Yeah.
You know what? It has been so crazy because of this pandemic. It's like you'll go to these different venues that would normally be packed out, and they have to like do half the capacity to be able to be COVID friendly. I have traveled, but I was safe. And even with that travel, it was so challenging being on a plane when you're normally used to not having to be all tight squeezed and follow all this different protocol. But it's been really challenging, but I like the challenge. And I feel like my art form or my comedy, it speaks for itself. So without that, it made a lot of us comedians have to get really creative. We've been using the heck up out of TikTok out of
Man.
Facebook, all of that.
Right, right. I mean, they're free platforms, YouTube as well. You
Yes.
got it. I recommend, yeah, keep doing what you're doing, man. Do whatever you got to do to get seen, especially right now, because that's what everybody's having to do. So
Everybody.
it's not like somebody got the jump of you because they own this and they own that. Like, no, everybody kind of is. Even the big wigs, they own YouTube.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
so.
they own YouTube. So yeah.
And then another thing, just to add to that, another crazy thing that I notice is sometimes, like, if you're performing at like an open mic, you'll hear another artist and you be like, oh, maybe I should say what that comedian said or try to build up on that. But with being on the internet, nobody knows what you're about to say at all. They don't know what you're about to do. So you really have to be super creative to catch
Right.
your crowd's attention.
Right, right. So how have the crowds been at the few, like, should I say post-pandemic shows? Because I know they've been limited.
Very
You know what I'm saying?
limited.
How have they been responding to you, or just the comedians in general?
Well, it's always going to be politics no matter what kind of category you're in. It's always going to be like that. Well, I think you two knew, or I don't know about her. Let me see. But when it comes to the crowd, I've had excellent responses back from the crowd, but I make sure that I bring my A game. I hear a lot of times that my content is very relatable. And I did a show last Thursday, and I mean, it was bananas. I just got up there and I enjoyed myself. And I would say, and not to brag like I'm just the stuff, but I got so many good responses and people were enjoying it. People were laughing. And that's exactly what I go up there to do, to kind of let the edge off a little bit.
Right. No. That's exactly what it's there for. The reason I was asking that is because I was hoping they would be even more like welcoming, like, oh my God, please make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, get my mind off this bull. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Definitely. That's why I wanted to know from a comedian side, but that's what I would be thinking.
Oh yeah, it's really crazy because they are excited. They're excited to hear somebody joke about a little bit about the pandemic, joke about quarantine. And it's not a joke, of course, but just to kind of, like I said, to let the edge off, to let the hair down, to be able to go somewhere where it's not as serious. And it's real serious right now.
Right. Well, I mean, I see some places are opening up a little bit more to comedians to travel. I mean, I've seen just, like on YouTube and some other places. So are you starting to look at moving around a little bit more?
I cannot wait to move around more. I did a show in DC. Well, actually, excuse me, it was Baltimore for Halloween. It was a Halloween. It was banging. Enjoyed myself. And I cannot wait to get back out there to Baltimore. I cannot wait to travel, just period. I want to meet other comedians from other places, and I want to actually be able to start doing more on other stages and seeing what they got to offer and what their crowds are like.
Right. Yeah. You definitely, you got to study your craft. Definitely got to study your craft. So
I like your background.
Huh?
I like your background.
This is nice. It's a backdrop. It's nice. Very 1980s breaking Beat Street, ain't it? You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
You passed it to me. I almost had to put that little mat down.
I'll throw it to you.
Okay. I was ready. Can't be back, but I'll try.
I hear you. So what do you like to do when you're not doing comedy? Like, what do you like doing in your downtime?
I'm a mom, so I like chilling with my kids sometimes.
Right.
And I love beauty. I love hair, makeup. I only do my own, so I tend to do a lot of that kind of stuff. I'm pretty crafty. I'm one of those DIY people. I think it's because I'm cheap. So I'd be like, ooh, how can I find the cheapest way to do this and be creative? And in music and writing, I really love to listen to music and write at the same time. It's so therapeutic.
Okay, so you write your sets, so to speak, or your jokes?
I definitely do. I write all of my sets.
Oh, I meant to music. I know you do that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, I write them to music, but it's just like, it's really random. I'll be driving and then just something will randomly come to me and I'm like, man, that's good. And if it made me laugh, I know it's gonna make other people laugh. But
Right.
just writing in general, I journal, and like I said, I write my sets and any kind of music that pop up. Sometimes I hear a beat and it'll make me think of something or a person. I'm like, man, let me write that down. So
Okay. I got a question, not to put you on the spot.
that's
Give me
cool.
your Mount Rushmore of comedians. So you got 4 of all.
Ooh.
And you know
Of
what?
all
I
time.
give you 2 substitutes on the side. I give you 6 on your Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Okay.
So this was challenging because so many just popped in my head as soon as you said that.
I mean, because
I
I
even,
went 6 because I had to get. I'm like, man, I know it's at least 3 ladies and at least three. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
definitely. So I'm gonna say hands down, I'm never gonna front Monique. She was one of my first introductions, as well as Richard Pryor.
Right, Rich, of course.
Okay. This Bernie Mac.
Okay. Oh yeah, I love
Bernie Mac.
I
If I
love
had to,
Bernie Mac. I'm
yes.
sorry, I'm just watching the Bernie Mac. I mean, not just, but I was watching the reruns yesterday of the show.
My guy, definitely my guy. Eddie
Yeah,
Murphy.
of
He's the
course.
one that kind of like when it comes to characters and stuff like that, I definitely got to give it to Eddie Murphy. Oh goodness, this is so challenging. I'm gonna say a little bit of a newer goodness because I got like
Yeah,
so
you can
many.
throw some younger ones in.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to say Kevin Hart. He is
Okay.
super animated. He's not new, but he's a little bit younger in that roster.
Right.
Mike Epps for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I love Mike. Mike is funny. Mike's underrated on the stage too, man. I think.
Man, and he
People
gives an
sleep on Mike.
amazing performance.
I agree.
I got more.
I think that's 6. That's a good one right there. That's a
And
good one right there. I don't know if I could top that.
yeah. Well, like in order to want to be a great, you want to study the greats. So I study so many of them and I watch how they perform, how they capture the crowd, the way that they move, some of the jokes that for me. So I love me some comedy. I gotta laugh at least twice a day.
That's the first thing I like to do when I get up in the morning is throw something funny on. I think it puts you on a good wavelength for your the rest of your day. You know what I'm saying? The same way as makes you mad right when you wake up. It almost seems like your half of your day or your whole day shot to, you know what I'm saying?
My kids. No.
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I
So where would you
comedy.
You what? I'm saying it one more time.
I to comedy.
Okay.
I like to laugh before I go to bed.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good. So where would you like to perform? Give me like a place, like if you had your top place that you could ever perform, like the Garden. I'm not sure. Well, I know that's why it's the only biggest like big place I could think of. But you know what I'm saying? Like a big old rink.
Man, that one was challenging because I don't know the name of a lot of arenas, but I know the city dates that I want to perform.
Okay.
So I want to perform in New York City at some point. So even if it's the Garden and perfect, I will definitely be there. I'd be more than happy. I definitely want to be able to perform in Atlanta, Georgia.
For sure.
Definitely. Okay. And then once everything opens up, my goal is to have some type of a residency in Vegas because I want to perform on those stages.
Hey, there you go. Think long term. That's you. I think Eddie Griffin up there, he doing a residency.
And he from too, so yes.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, that's definitely, you got your eye on big dreams, man. That's good. What was I gonna ask you? Tell me about that shirt you got on there.
Oh, so y'all check this out. So I know it's kind of crazy with these big old stuffs, but this says Queen Talks. And so I used to have the 88 on the end because I really like the infinity thing. And then I was like, that's kind of whack. People are really going to think that's my birth date, and it's not. But you can definitely cop this merch. It's just going to say Queen Talks. I have some that say I laugh with Queen Talks, and they have different phrases on them. You can definitely hit me up to purchase that. I have masks as well, as I have some really cute little bedazzled shields. So I have really good merchandise. And y'all better get that Queen Talks. You see that lip right there? It's all about the makeup, beauty, fun, laughter, all of that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, where can they find like all your where you're on Facebook, of course.
Yes.
Tell them, where they can find all your social media handles and stuff like that.
I can definitely do that. If y'all ready to laugh y'all off, like if you want to really get a good laugh, find me on Facebook, Queen Talks Comedy. That's my group page. That's where you can find all of my latest things that I'm doing, where I'll be performing at, as well as you can see any of my latest performances. I'm on YouTube. Everything is Queen Talks, as well as my Instagram is I am Queen Talks. You're gonna see me. I got a mask on to let y'all know either y'all smelling your breath or protecting yourself. And then I also have a TikTok. I am Queen Talks. So they can find me anywhere y'all type in Queen Talks. You're gonna see this beautiful face.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So I meant to ask you before I let you get up out of here.
Yeah.
Comedy movies.
Oh, comedy movies.
Yeah, give me some of your favorite comedy movies, or if better question, if you could reprise a role and be if you could be that person, like, okay, I'm gonna be such and such from that movie, what would you do?
Oh, this is so juicy.
I just thought of this one at the end. It just popped in my head.
That's juicy.
That's a good one, though.
A girl loved Harlem Nights, so I would definitely want to. Come on now, Harlem Nights.
Yes.
And then I would want to be in The Nutty Professor.
Okay, that's a good one.
I would definitely want to do that. Goodness, White Chicks.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming, but that's a funny
one.
White
Chicks. That was my movie. And I don't know if I really could be in that one, I would have been in White Chicks. I'm trying to think of another one because there are so many funny ones that I love so much. I'm trying to think of one more.
Let me throw this in there.
Okay.
You said you like White Chicks, so hear me out.
Yes.
This is my idea. You, one of your homegirls.
Yeah.
And y'all play white men.
Oh, that would be great. I can do that.
Look, all I need is 15% on the back end for that. That's all I need.
I got you.
Make it out to Johnny
You're gonna
Blaze.
be in the credits.
Yeah, that's all I need for that. That's all I need.
I already got my favorite line for that. When they hit me up in my inbox and they go, "I've always wanted to be with a black girl, my sexy black Nubian queen chocolate sauce." So I could definitely do this.
My queen.
Yeah. Or they hit me with, "I'm not racist. My grandma's dog's cousin was." I'm like, "Oh, thanks. I don't know what that means." They always got them crazy jokes that don't mean it don't make no sense. I could do that.
Yeah.
Red hair.
Y'all heard it. I think that would be funny, though. I think that would be funny. Definitely.
I think so too.
Did you have another one? Did you think of one? Another role that you like to do? All right, because you said Harlem Nights, you said Nutty Professor.
I do. I got one more.
Which one?
How High.
Listen, that's in my top 3 favorite movies of all time. Okay, so don't play with me. That's one of my of all time.
I could definitely star in How High.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a good way to do it. How High 3 with 2 girls, since they did like the younger brother. Then I should do 2 women on this one.
So too.
I just need 20% on the back end off that. Good.
I have to call you.
Yeah, we'll have to work something out. I'll drop it down. I'll take 15. It's pandemic friendly. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so going up. Yeah, so let me give some shout outs. You got anybody you want to shout out to before I let you get up out of here?
So I do want to shout out to all of my amazing, beautiful followers. Everybody that has watched a comedy show, that has come out to my comedy shows. And one more thing before I go, I need to shout out that I do a monthly brunch on Sundays. I got a lot of projects coming up for 2021. And I just want to say, ladies, we out here. This is our year.
Y'all heard her. Y'all heard her. Y'all heard her. Queen, stand up. Queen, stand up. Give him the shoulders. Give him some shoulder action. Give him some shoulders.
You know, when you get ready to have an attitude.
Yeah,
I just found it funny that.
With the flip. Grip, air, flip. I saw it. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast.
Thank you.
It's no problem. I love to have you back on here if you want to just come on here and just talk some shit now that they know who you are. Just come back and talk that shit.
I can do that. You know, the queen always loves to talk, and I talk good shit. So I would love to come back. I thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Everybody, I want you to give it up one more time. Make sure you follow Queen Talks. Everything's Queen Talks, right?
Yes, I am Queen Talks Instagram. And then on my Facebook is Queen Talks Nimley, or add my comedy group page. That's Queen Talks Comedy.
All right. Y'all follow her on all those platforms. Everybody, thank you for joining us on another episode of the Cloud Chronicles. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe, follow Queen Talks on everything. She making big moves. We making big moves. Cloud Chronicles merchandise is available. We got the hoodie, shirts, socks. We got long sleeve shirts. We got women's shirts now too. Yes, just dropped those last week. So check that out, everybody. I appreciate those. Support those Black-owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody. Give it up one more time for Queen Talks. All right, hey, I appreciate you joining us today. Everybody, as I always like to say at the end of the episodes, mental health is real. Take care of this. It'll take care of you. Tell somebody you love them. Peace. Namaste. Good vibes to everybody. It's the Cloud Chronicles. We'll see you next time.